We're here this morning at Fort Revere in Hull, overlooking Boston Harbor. This was a strategic point back in the Revolutionary War days because, as you can see out in the background, the whole entrance to Boston Harbor. There was a fort here, and there was also a fort in Winthrop that were protecting the outer harbor. And then you had two forts closer to the city of Boston, Fort Strong in East Boston, where Logan Airport is now, and Castle Island, which is in South Boston. Those were the two inner forts. So this fort, Fort Revere, and the fort in Winthrop were the two outer forts protecting the harbor. And after Boston was taken by the colonists, this fort was manned by French soldiers. And as we can see here on the stone, there were a few French soldiers that died in the fort here. And there are stones all over where they're buried. Also, 200 other soldiers did die here of smallpox during that time period. So we do know that. The fort itself is based on the Italian trade fort, which is a very old fort style. And then a new fort was built around the Spanish-American War. And then it was manned during World War I and during World War II also. And then in 1976, the Parks Department took over the fort and turned it into a park for the state. And that's what we have here now. So these were the billets, and of course where the guns were mounted also back during World War II. There were guns here protecting the harbor from German U-boats and any attack. And that's a brief history of the fort.
These were built back in the 1890s, these bunkers. These weren't even here for the Revolutionary War. This was all fort works. That's all it was.
It was like lighting up.
Yeah, there's something about this area why it lights up.
Look.
It's all in here. I actually, when I was here before, yeah, it's lighting up. It's lighting up.
Can you light it with the indicator here?
Let's see what's in here. Is there someone in here who would like to speak to me, probably from the Revolutionary War? Any French sailors in here? Okay. Let's try the K2 and see what's going on with the K2. You got the K2 on?
Yeah. That's a lot.
Okay. Now we get whispers and voices in this particular room, particular bunker. So hopefully we can hear something on any of the audio we catch. But I've never used the FLIR in here. See if it's anything wrong with the FLIR. All right, we're going to do a ghost box session. This is bunker 2. There's someone here speaking to this black box. Any French sailors? Anyone from the Revolutionary War? If there's someone here, can you make a noise or a sound? Are you a French sailor? Can you lay out this K2 uniform, all the lights? All right, let's take some pictures now, see if we can come up with any kind of evidence in this particular bunker. This is actually bunker 2. It's a smaller one compared to the other 3. So this is a small one, but there are voices here and whispers here you do hear that I've caught in the past. Any French sailors here? Do you speak English? What's your name? How old are you? Were you upset you had to come here to help the colonists fight for the Revolutionary War? Did you want to come here? Okay. Now we get whispers and voices in this particular room, particular bunker. So hopefully we can hear something on any of the audio we catch. Also, in this particular area, your batteries, you lose a lot of power in this whole place. All right, let's take some pictures now, see if we can come up with any kind of evidence in this particular bunker. This is actually bunker 2. It's a smaller one compared to the other 3. So this is a small one, but there are voices here and whispers here you do hear. that I've caught in the past. If you go in there, you hear voices and whispers. Right over here, where your K2 lights up. So, we're gonna go inside and try getting some, voices and whispers, see what we can come up with. Ready?
Oh, so it just lit up the
Okay, if there's anyone here, can you light these lights up for me? Are you from the Revolutionary War? 49 degrees. Parlez-vous français? Parlez-vous français? Light these lights up for me, please. Okay, let's do an EVP session. Is someone here that would like to speak to us? Preferably from the Revolutionary War. Any French sailors here? Do you speak English? What's your name? How old are you? Were you upset you had to come here to help the colonists fight the Revolutionary War? Did you want to come here? Okay, I'm going to take some pictures now, see if we can get any kind of evidence. That should do for now. We're in bunker 4, and the claims that go on here are voices, whispers, K2 lights up, and shadows, and once again, if you throw something, it'll come back to you. Okay, whatever spirit was here before, you remember running now. Can you say something over the road for us? All the way up to K2 like you did before? Something's coming out of the idea. Oh, wait, no. Later on, you can see that. Right. Is there a French ceiling in here? Someone here wants to go.
There were two French soldiers that died here before, back in the Revolutionary days. Francois and Jean. So Francois and Jean is one. Antoine, also Antoine. Antoine. Antoine, we got on previous occasions here.
Yeah, this way up.
Antoine. Antoine. Francois.
One way up.
Getting something before. You get your voice in there.
There it is. There it is. There it is. It's lighting up now.
Mine too, again.
I am getting something on with the voice.
You remember me? You remember me? Light up again, please.
Listen to this. Francois. Francois, over here.
There it is. Yeah, it's lighting up. Now, mind you, there's no electricity in the place. And this is going on random voice commands. It's stopping, ain't no go off. See? It just stopped. Now it's gonna go off again. Okay. All right. All right, I need to ask you a question. All right, hold on, Francois. Hold on, I'm gonna ask you a question. You remember me? You remember me, right? Now, I've been here many times, you know that.
Want me to say something? Let me know. Francois. Francois, are you here? Francois, do you remember me? From the previous visit? Jean?
Now, I've been down here many times. You remember me. Like, just like you can remember who I am. I know there's a lot of people here, don't be frightened. We talked before. Can you let him up for me? What do you say?
Jean? Parlez-vous français?
Come on, let him up. Don't be frightened. We're not here to hurt you. We just want to communicate with you. Where are you? Maybe when it's like that in black box. Do that later. Come on. Gene, are you here? Antoine. Francois. Two of the soldiers that died here. Come on. Possibly right here in this room. Orders. Come on. I need you to like these lights up for me. Come on, light them up. Mark, you take this. I'm gonna do everything sweet. Francois. Francois, are you here? I am doing whiskey. What's wrong? Are you? Francois, would you like the meter up front? I was getting an image straight ahead. I don't see it anymore. But there was an image. The image is gone. But there was an image straight ahead. Francois.
All of them, I'm sorry.
All right, I'm gonna take some pictures now. That's what's supposed to be here. Francois, Antoine. Oh, there you go. See, it's lighting up now.
Mine too.
Francois, Antoine. Do you want to tell us the year that you were here? You want want to tell us the year that you were here? Spot seems to. No, I know, but right here seems to be the spot. Every time I was on the spot, I was getting a lot of activity. Is it the late 1700s that you're here? You people were stationed here in the fort? Overlooking the harbor? Antoine? Antoine, it's you. All right. I see you. Remember me. You're right here, huh? Well, do you have the thermal imaging camera?
I already did.
Well, we're getting a lot of activity. We might get something. Right. Antoine, I remember speaking to you before. It seems that when a plane goes by, it seems to bother you. You notice that? It tends to be that maybe it's the noise, yeah? Yeah, see? The noise bothers them. Antoine, are you alone? Light up the box if you're alone. Antoine, are there others here with you? Are there others in the room with you? There are. Is it Francois? I believe so.
Who was that?
I believe so. Look at that.
Right.
Lighting up. Francois and Antoine are both here. Look at that. Real powerful light. Are you standing next to me? Is there anything you want to say? Did you hear that again? That's the second time I've heard that moan.
Was that fun?
That was a moan. We got moans going on.
Yeah, even Joe heard it.
Joe heard it too. Antoine, what do you want to say to us? Is something bothering you? No? Do you like the fact that we come here to see you? We're getting quite a bit of activity in here.
Antoine, can you come closer, please?
Antoine, you seem to be very active today.
Never seen you.
Yeah, that's what you really.
Please make sure.
Look at that. That was interesting. When they came, they went dead.
I've already said it before.
Yeah, I noticed that. And then there was other people here. He's back. They're gone, he's back.
Yes.
Antoine, do you remember the night that you passed? Antoine, are you here? You don't want to remember that. Okay. Jean? Francois? Antoine, was that you that moaned? Antoine?
We're in bucket 4, and the claims that go on here are voices, whispers, K2 lights up, and shadows, and once again, if you throw something, it'll come back to you. Why are you doing that? I'm gonna do a ghost box session.
Gaston?
That's all? Francois, will you light the meter up for me?
Back up a little bit. I was getting an image straight ahead. I don't see it anymore. If it wasn't huge.
Sounded like a groan. Parlez-vous français? Yeah.
We need to try a K2 session. So, yeah, do K2.
We're getting a lot of activity on that.
Definitely.
All right, I want to ask questions and see if that light up. It should light up.
Right, do you think maybe that's working better for?
No, we gotta try everything now.
All right. Antoine? Antoine, it's you. All right. I see. Remember me. You're right here, huh? Well, do you have the thermal imaging camera?
I already did it.
Oh, well, we're getting a lot of activity. We might get something. Right. Antoine,
It's really strong.
is there anything you want to say? Did you hear that again?
Yeah,
That's
was
the
that
second
Glenn?
time I've heard that moan.
Was that Glenn or?
That was a groan. Very
I
deep
heard that
groan.
too.
All right,
What do you, wait a minute.
why don't we try, hold on, why don't we try to test? Supposedly,
something
if we
good.
put
We
some-
really get something going on here. Hold on one
We
second.
heard.
Just hold on one second. We got groans going on.
Yeah, even Joe heard it.
Joe heard it too. Antoine, what do you want to say to us? Is something bothering you? No. Do you like the fact that we come here to see you?
Antoine, is that you?
Antoine, anything you want to say to us? Antoine, I think you like the cigar smoke, huh? Oh, did you know they smoke cigars?
Yeah.
Or they smoke the pipes, those little pipes. Yeah. So it might be bringing back a memory to him. Am I right?
Antoine, can you come closer to us?
Antoine? This area seems to be a spot you like to be. Very good. Antoine, when you say yes, light up the box. If it's no, just make it go dead. All right, you understand that. He understands it, okay. Antoine, is Jean with you? Francois with you? Are you alone? Are you upset with all the noise here today? Yes. See, there's a lot of people around. You like the quiet, don't you? Or you like the people around?
Is there a Gaston with you? Alexander?
Antoine, are you getting tired? Is your energy level weakening? Yeah, I think his energy level's weakening. I'll be back, don't worry. I'll be back to see you too. And we'll film some more. Would you like that? Would you like that? Would you like us to come back another time also?
Do you like when we talk to you?
My hand shaking. That's weird. Are you shaking my hand?
Is there something you want to tell him?
Grass or anything, so.
Yeah, something he's telling me. Let the recorder pick it up. Let the recorder pick it up, Antoine. What I can't hear, the recorder will pick up.
Whatever you want to tell us, you can just tell us and this will grab.
So we're in one of the bunkers, and this is a fireplace. So this is obviously a spot that the soldiers use to warm themselves in the winter. Adjacent to this fireplace is a room where, Glenn, I believe you got a thermal image hit against one of the walls?
Yes, it was an image of a face. You could, well, from what I seen, you could see the eyes and the outline of the head with a nose and a mouth. Unfortunately, it went so quick, it disappeared on me.
So Ronnie and Bridget seem to have a lot of activity in that bunker.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about what you
Antoine,
noticed?
I had contacted him once before being here. And actually, that was the first time I was here. And I had asked in French, basically, if they were French, not realizing that the French occupied this fort, but for some reason, something hit me that possibly the French may have been here, because they were in Boston quite a bit. And when saying it, I said, "Parlez vous français?" We got a response. We got the name Antoine, came to me, and Francois, those two names. Later on, walking up on the hill, seeing the stone with the names on it, those are the names that actually were, in Jean, and some of the names of the soldiers that were here. So apparently Antoine has some type of connection. And that's why when I was in the other room just now, Antoine was responding quite a bit.
It's a busy day today.
Busy day.
There has been a lot of traffic, but I think we're all in agreement that we might have heard disembodied groan
Yes, twice.
at least
On
twice.
questions that were asked in 20, we got, groans in the background. And there's definitely some activity there. So, I mean, and it's verbal, it's interesting, you know.
Thanks, guys.